Hello, 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 and welcome back to Fat Hippo Gaming. I hope everybody is doing well today. And it looks like the site I get my overlays from is back up and running. And we're going to be jumping back into some more Spacecraft. Sorry, I had a lump in my throat. I doubt we have all 200. We're going to bounce over to... We're going to do a little bit of jumping around today. We got to go to this one first. Oh, that's gonna... No, I don't want to waste money doing that. Let's just go get our ship. I thought there was only going to be, 1 or 200. But I do have to remember that it has been over 24 hours since I even logged off. We logged off around 7:30 yesterday morning, and it's currently 9:32. How much fuel we got? Duke Nukem. Hello, buddy. Haven't seen his name in a while. About 10 minutes-ish. Yeah, I haven't been up for very long. down here, we have to go to fire and pick up some stainless plate. It's been about 26 hours since I logged off of the game. And this is our problem now. Iron ingots. I think I'll have to come back here with some iron ingots. Flying all the way out to my titanium base, I think I'm going to take the bus from my main base out there and see how much iron is available. See how much fuel this is going to cost me. Yeah, we're going to go there and fuel up since we're out here anyway.
Beginning docking approach.
Sweet. I think the reason my smelter is shut down over there is because I ran out of steel ingots. Or, I mean, we ran out of storage for the ingots. So for just a quick minute, we're going to drop them in here. There's a little bit of room in here. 6. Do we have any surplus of iron? We do. It's gonna be an expensive jump back home, but extra iron ingots and some steel ingots. This place looks like this continue helping out the structural beams. When I woke up, I was thinking today was Saturday. Like, I can sleep in today, I don't have to get up. And I remembered, nope, it's only Wednesday. I need to get up. Obviously, my body was tired. Alright, let's pump in some of that. How did we end up with an exact 300? That's ridiculously funny. Now everything should start kicking off. Alright. Boom, boom. Come on. Come on. Boom, boom. They're running. Oh, that's right. This one here's got 4 outputs, 1 input. So that'll make 700. So one of those machines outputs to that warehouse. Okay. Which one is it? Is you? Yeah, you're the one that goes here. Let's see, do I have an extra drone here? We do not, but we're empty, so we can go back home real quick. I think my main base has extra drones. And that is this base. Okay, so we got these 2 smelters. They should be coming in here. And then we set this up as an output. Alright, so those are all outputs, and then we have that as an input. So there we go. We're all set to let this facility burn out. Alright, let's go home. And I'm thinking of doing another 80 cart pusher request. While I wait for the last of the small steel part casings to finish up. That means we're going to need 3,800 wire. $3,800. Send it on home. also why I set that 800 stainless plate in a different warehouse than where I put the rest of it. Because I put some, you know, back there. But I put the rest of it in my new warehouse by the recycling plant. I need 120 nuts and bolts. Oof, dummy. Let's put the iron away. I just realized I need to jump back over to the coal base. And I don't think I have anywhere to put over this. I was hitting the wrong button. How much room is left in here? A little bit. And there should be maybe enough for this in here. Nope. I have to go get some silicon ingots from my coal base. Because I got to make some substrates, but I don't have enough silicon ingots. Actually, I think I'm out of silicon ingots here, matter of fact. But I do have a base making that. I switched the coal base from just gathering the silicate and making concrete to making silicon ingots, and it's still running, so must mean we're still producing. There's this one. Alright, now we can go home. This one needs another solar panel eventually. Alright. Now we can grab all of our stuff back. So we grab all of our wire. 240 of that. Did we put any wire in here? A little bit. I don't think we put any in there. Oh, we had 42 ingots in here. Yeah. Alright, substrate makes 4. Oh yeah, need nuts and bolts, 120. Oh yeah, we need that too. 240. Oh no, we only need... We only need that much. What else do we need? We need like 120 of this. More to go. Yeah, today's the last day for this one, so we're pretty close. Only needed like 20 more to go. And I need to jump over to Rack Moon. Probably should have done that before I picked everything back up to confirm that there was still a few requests left for the cart pushers. We're still good on credits. So we'll end up getting that one and then the 30-ish. The 30,000 credits from the other one, so we'll get about 90,000 credits today. We're almost there. 104, 106. 10 more to go. 8, 6, 4, 2, last one. 120. Out 240 mag coils. We gotta deliver the cart pushers to Rackville, and then we gotta go to her to deliver the small steel part casings. 1 day, 6 hours. So 6 hours from my current time is 4 p.m. So it resets at 4 p.m. tomorrow. $190 to go. I'm actually surprised the microphone didn't pick that up. My neighbor keeping on her shower. Very, very loud. And my adopted daughter made it home last night. Well, early this morning. I think it was like around 1 or 2 she made it home. Watching her flight on flightaware.com last night, and her flight path kept changing because of the storms. They were avoiding some major storms from Denver to Nevada, Reno. And we had a massive rainstorm here last night. Her flight out of Florida was delayed too because of the massive rainstorms over in Florida too. But she landed in Denver almost 30 minutes early. And her flight out of Denver was slightly delayed because of the storms. And she landed in Reno almost 30 minutes early because they veered around the nasty storms. So we can build one more base that's not going to cost us anything for, you know, our upkeep. We can make a personal base because we have that. So we can do the unbendium. I want to do one of these, but they're 3000 SP, so I need to maybe make some of these bad boys. which is going to require me to make some B titanium ingots. I do have that one smelter that's working on steeling, as I can switch it over to making these. I do have 200 titanium here, and I have a lot of vanadium here. I need to go and get more titanium from that other base, the titanium base. So that I can start making B titanium ingots to start making some of these. So that I can start making some of those. Steel pig nuts. So that we can maybe progress out of the ship of steel to the titanium. Because right now we are using some of these. Oh, let's look over here. I think we're using that one. Weight is 60, frame 72. Frame is 72, weight is 48, so it brings the weight down. So we'll make probably 2 of these, and then we'll go with a couple of these, and then a bunch of those, a bunch of those. Maybe we'll make some condor wings. Wow, 384 support. Better steering too. And I don't think any of that requires the factory. Assembler. That requires a factory. And that's required for wait, what is that required for? So the titanium part casing requires small titanium parts and heavy duty beams. Okay, so the condor wing requires the titanium part casing, which has got to be made in a factory. Small titanium part casing and support hardware. Support hardware, I think I can make myself. Yeah, in the it's made in the assembler. Okay, I don't think I need the factory just yet for anything. Two to go. Then we need to make 240 substrates. This guy. And once we make this guy, we should be able to make the Hall alternators. 10 more to go. All right, 240 of this. 2, 3. So I have enough, I can build an extra ship. So that's what we'll do. Since we have the shipbuilder here, we'll make all those parts. And then once I get the ship the way I want it, we can take everything off of the main ship we're using now, stuff it onto the new ship, and see how it sits. So right now we're using the Warden wings, and it only gives you 38 SP, right? If we go to Condor, it gives us 384 SP. That's the weight difference. 51 and 8. So we may have to put those other 2 engines back on. We took them off because we were overheating. But my thing right now is to finish up these requests, and then before we accept any new requests, we'll get our base flipped over to start making some B titanium, and then some inert plates, and we'll need to make some of these, but we're going to need a lot of those. We're definitely probably should. I'm not sure if I should just jump straight over to this one. And do some of these. Because we do have some platinum and tungsten ingots in the warehouse, so we can make a few of these. Which would give us the ability to make one of those solid frame casing, inert plates, unbendium beams, and let's look at the. It doesn't even show the SP you get for that. advanced frames. That takes the aluminium ingots. That takes mercury. My base isn't even set up to make mercury at the moment. We get there. More to go. Plenty more to go. Figure out what we're missing for the other 40 of those. That's right, I only made 120. I needed 240 of these. That's why I had the extra ingots in here. I was like, why do I still have iron ingots? I brought enough to make what I needed. Big knots to go. 30. To go. And there's the 80 of those. Okay, so those aren't too bad to make. And then this one requires B titanium ingots, which is fine. So if we want to make that, we need to make a small titanium part casing, heavy duty beams. So we're going to need more steel and ignites. I'm thinking of putting one of these here at this base and another one over at my copper wire base, so that when that one's done making copper wire, it'll transmit the power over here. It's not really that difficult to make. Neither is that. $10 down, 69 to go. 11 down, 69 to go. And then once we're done with that, we come over here and make these ones, the cart pushers. We're going to go drop off all the silicone ingots we have because we don't need them anymore. I put some of those somewhere over here. 7 and I dropped them somewhere. Did I put them in this firehouse? Let's see, where would they go if they were in there? We only needed 7 more. Go ahead and shut all these down for now. We'll just do it this way. Alright, let's finish making the halls, my alternators. Four to go. That weighs 2,000. And these bad boys weigh 20 each. $1,600. So I may have to add a couple extra cargo holds just to go for this delivery. It's either that or I come back from Rackmoo to here and then pick it up. I was hoping that cart pushers or request is available. Another thing I wanted to shut down. We're going to do that. See how much A carbon was left up here. Is it this one? No, it was in the iron. So we need, there's some still left over here. I doubt that there is any. Yeah. Also, while we're here, we don't need that extra 100 on us. That'll let the crystallizer run for a little bit. Ready to go. So we made the halfway mark. we're going to need to make a bunch of this up. Because all these ones require that. So the wire is easy. That's fairly easy. Get 2 microchips for each substrate. We've got plenty of silicon ingots. So when we get back from our 2 deliveries, we'll jump over to copper base. Bring over some wire and get all my assemblers making some support hardware. I think that's where that's got to be made. Yep, in the assembler. To go. And if my math is kind of on, minus the drones that we have stuff to put away, we should be at about 3,600 SU. $10 to go. We'll have to put 1 more of those on our ship. And that'll give us exactly 3,600. Oh, we definitely want to make a new ship that has higher on this end, lower on this side. That's why I'm contemplating on doing the titanium one. Until I can unlock these guys. Mind you, I could transfer 60,000 from here straight to myself to unlock those permits. But I like having a surplus of Corpo credits so that I can maintain my upkeep every day. Two more. Last one. Alright, now we kick out 80 of these guys. dropping 21 pounds or 21 SU with each one of these, so it should bring us right down to a little over 3,600 because of the drones. So it'll probably be 3613. Our storage is 31, right? Yeah, 31. So if we put one cargo hold on, that'll put us at 36. But I've had issues where if I was at max weight, 31 to 31, it wouldn't let me jump to another system or another sector. You know what I mean? Wouldn't let me jump. So I may see if I have one of those, an extra one of these in storage, and we'll add 600 weight and put us at 37. Pretty sure I have a couple extras. these are the 3 that I wanted to start making. But to do that, see, we don't even have that recipe unlocked yet because we don't have that there. I was looking to see if there was any of those 2 deposits together, and there is. But they are, zoom out here. Okay, we got Horizon. So up here is Axon, and over here is Vestige. Those are the 2 locations where aluminum and titanium deposits are side by side. And the other thing I was looking for was brine pool and looks like this one right here has, and it's a very hot planet, but this one here, which is Tucius, however you want to pronounce it, 2, has coal deposit and brine pool. Let's see. Yeah, that's the only thing, that's the closest one to us for a brine pool, I think. There's another one, I believe it's this one here. It's in there, and it is, I can't click on it because I haven't explored that system yet. It's called XICOTES 3. It's very hot, has tungsten plus brine pool. As it deposits next to each other. Let's check the last one here. which is vanadium and brine pool, and those are a lot of it's down here in Glimmer. So my closest option for a brine pool, so that I can get brine water on a regular, would be here on this planet. So I could put a base there. Now, we'd have to put one of those on there. To extract the brine. Then we'd have to put a couple of cisterns, chemical factories, to turn that brine water into mercury. And then we would have to get the mercury from there and bring it back over to here, to this base. And then bring in we'd have to bring in the aluminum and titanium here to make those ingots. And now those are in chemical factories. So if we transported the aluminum and titanium, we built, you know, say 3 or 4 chemical factories here with a bunch of solar, and the one extractor, well, 2 extractors, one for the A carbon that's not going to be used there, and then a couple of chemical factories, command tower to make a bigger footprint. We'd have to transport the aluminum to here and the titanium to here. Because there's none of those here. There's no titanium anywhere in that area. Aluminum, which is on Meyer. The only other option would be just be setting up more shuttles and shuttle pads to do it, but that takes, you know, days for transport over long distances. But I did find a place where I can make the mercury base. And I am kind of shocked that doing the Livinium ingots is in the chemical factory. $33 to go. Yeah, we started, because right now we're using these ones. Frame 36, weight 30. Frame 2, weight 12. So we'd probably have to go with a couple of these advanced frames, right? 1024 frame. So you put 2 of those down the middle. Or you can just put 1 of those down the middle. Right? And then attach a bunch of these smaller ones that don't have much frame, but a lot of SP. And lower weight than either of these two. And I can, once I make this delivery, I can actually afford to buy those because I'm going to get roughly 91,000 credits, and it only costs 60 to unlock those last 2 permits. See, that one's 30,000, 30,000, so 60,000, sorry. I thought 60,000 to unlock them both, and not 30. My bad, I misspoke. Then we can start working towards, you know, getting the stuff we need for a bigger ship. All the while still pumping out some stuff to do some side requests to make some credits for the Corpo to keep our other bases up and running. And just brine pools by themselves, we're looking, there's a couple up here in Idle, some over here in Ebb, some in this area, which is Hubris Major, Hubris Omega, and Hubris Alpha. Nothing closer for just the straight up brine pools. But the colon brine pool, there's one right up there in, right up here in this system on this planet. So that's the closest area where we can start making mercury. That base I want to do four or 5 chemical factories. Requires 3 footprint. And this would just be making straight up mercury. But I don't know if, see, it all would depend on how fast this guy can actually pump out. So that, just to run this by itself is going to cost 2 solar panels. This one doesn't say how much it costs to run it. And I don't know what the extraction rate is for one of those extractors. And unfortunately, my main base here just does not have any extra footprint to do any of that. We're maxed out on our footprint here. I can get rid of that guy, which is 5 footprint, and put one more of those on and have it just making mercury, but I'd have to go and get brine water. Because right now the two chemical factories I have are making carbon super fuel. Well, right now they're not making anything. And there are just straight up mercury geysers up in Fool's Rim and over in Ebb. Those are the two locations. Oh, and also up in Jester, which we can't get to. I mean, the mercury geyser is the best way because you get straight up mercury from that. More to go. Kind of have a path of which way we want to go. It's just going to take us a little bit of time to get there. That's the one with the teleport back ability. And then the anvil has the onboard smelter. Which I don't really need the onboard smelter. This would be great. So the teleport back doesn't use any mag plasma and no risk of damage. I mean, that cockpit looks kind of sleek. I can always set my teleport back location as where my main base is, so anywhere I go, like if I were to go out and explore or actually I'd set it to one of the areas that has a space station so that I can get back and refuel. So like if I wanted to go and explore more and explore this entire area, I could set jump back location to Babylon, which is literally one jump away in these spots, and be able to explore here, jump back, refuel, and then once I get through Moore, and then you got Hubris Alpha right in here, and I'd want to make my way down to Justice where there's a station. Alright, 3613, we are complete. So we'll put all the drones away. We don't have any small cargo holds. So we'll have to put 2 of those on, just to be on the safe side. Let's get on our ship. Landed our builder. Yes, why not? And then put these on. And then go make our deliveries. One there. Yeah, we're way over. Confirm. Yes. Overhead for Jeunesse. Off. And we'll refuel our mag here.
Beginning docking approach.
Looking for something? I've got you covered. Here's what's available.
Accept, because I didn't accept it before. And then we deliver.
And
Sweet. And now we're off. Refuel.
Separation confirmed. Be careful out there.
Now we're off to 442 fuel to get there.
Docking accepted. Welcome, pilot.
Do that before I forget. Oh, this big hauler.
Looking for something? I've got you covered. Here's what's available.
And we're delivering that one. There we go.
Anything else?
Nope, not for right now. And then 60,000 credits.
Congratulations to the winner of the latest lottery. Unfortunately, due to administrative reasons, you must now return to work.
There we go. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not feeling too good, so we're going to call it here. A little after 2 hours. So please smash that like and subscribe button. Drop any comments you have down below. I will answer them. And check out the links both in the video description and in my bio. Everything is there for my Facebook, Discord, Twitch, Stream Elements, Tipping, the merch store, and buymeacoffee.com/FatHippoGaming, where you can buy me a coffee, otherwise known as sending me tips based on how generous y'all want to be, and or sign up for monthly memberships. Each one of those monthly memberships comes with a different item from the merch store, and I can personalize and customize those for you. You just got to let me know what you want on it, and I can get that shipped out to you at my cost. Any and all proceeds I make are going to the repair of my car. I have all the parts I needed. I just need to find a mechanic that will do the repair for me. And right now that's proving to be very difficult. But again, once again, this is Fat Hippo Gaming saying ciao, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.